former Prime Minister Benjamin Disraeli once said there are three kinds of lies: lies, damned lies, and statistics. But many other people see great worth in statistics to help us better understand the world around us. Today, the Royal Statistical Society has named their Statistics of the Year. To tell us more, we're joined by Glasgow University statistician Liberty Vittert, who was a member of the judging panel. A lot of statistics in that introduction to you, so we're going to be talking about statistics, obviously. And break the news. What is the UK Statistic of the Year?
0.1%.
Right. What does that mean?
That is the amount of land in the UK that would be considered an urban jungle, our idea of an urban jungle. So it actually should be quite surprising.
It is. It is surprising.
We talk about how there's where are we going to build all these new houses? There's all this urbanization, the climate change stuff, the environment. But really, I think it's quite shocking that only 0.1% of the UK would be considered an urban jungle.
I mean, that's almost like, rounding up. That's almost what that is. That's as little as the UK landmass, but urban jungles. Okay. What about the international statistic of the year?
69 Americans on average are killed by a lawnmower. And this was a tweet by Miss Kim Kardashian.
Okay. Well, I'm not laughing at that because that's obviously not funny. But 69 killed by lawnmowers, how is that even possible? I mean,
we have big lawnmowers in America. Right? We have much bigger ones than you guys do.
Okay.
But the idea is to highlight this idea of risk and what this means.
The tweets we have there, Kim Kardashian's tweet, that's what she was saying. So that's some of these risks are within that.
Exactly.
So we're talking about, what's that? Shot by armed toddlers, 21.
Exactly.
Yes.
On average per year. 2 people on average per year are killed by an Islamic jihadist immigrant. Almost 12,000 people per year are killed by another American by being shot by a gun. We have this idea of risk. We hear these stories in the news or we read newspaper articles and all of a sudden we all think we're going to die by a shark attack, right? Because that's what we hear. So we all of a sudden get this idea that some situations are much riskier than they actually are. And this tweet really showed what risk means and what our real risks are in this world around us.
Any other statistics that stand out to you?
I thought one of the most sort of incredible statistics was -3%. And that's what the real average earnings are of the general person in the UK as compared to about 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, and it was incredible to me because it showed this incredible ramification of the 2008 financial crisis, and that we still haven't made our way back from that, and that there's a lot of people, millions of people, who are still really struggling with this income, and sort of highlights how important it is that we keep working towards a better income for people.
I think I'm right in saying these are the first statistic awards. Why have they been brought in?
It was this really exciting idea by David Spiegelhalter, who's the president of the Royal Statistical Society, to say that numeracy is just as important as literacy. The word of the year and the number of the year should be just as important, because with all the data, all the information that we have coming at us, you see it all the time. There's numbers everywhere. That having numbers highlighted is really important for our future.
And what about what Benjamin Disraeli said? Lies, damn lies, and statistics.
It's very true. Numbers can tell any story you want them to tell. And it's really important for us to be able to understand the right numbers and interpret them in the right way.
Do you think you can explain the world with statistics?
Absolutely. You can explain everything with statistics.
Really?
Yes.
Give that example. How do you explain that to me? In layman's terms, how do you do that?
Well, we can talk about everything in terms of numbers. How many people there are, what we're going to eat tomorrow, food, the statistics of how you get food to each... everything. Everything can be explained in numbers. Now, there's obviously a human side to it, and that's why we choose a statistic of the year as people. But everything really can be worked around with numbers.
Now, we've been talking about the statistics for this year. You work with statistics all the time. How is it easy to boil it down to something simple, very, very briefly? Make it simple for me. Statistics
is logic. Did you, this is a really bad example. I was going to say, did you take an umbrella today? But this is Glasgow, so you probably did.
Yeah.
But when you go outside, you look outside, you say, is it going to rain? Do you think about that? Think maybe it'll rain?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it'll rain. I'll take an umbrella. That's logic. That's numbers. That's trying to predict your risk or your chance of getting soaked.
That's life. Liberty, thank you very much indeed. Thank you.